So the class is about bond polarization today, and further concepts of bond polarization. We learnt about inductive effect, the permanent shift of pair of electron through in a sigma bond from an atom with low electronegativity to an atom which is having more electronegativity. That was inductive effect, and we knew that inductive effect was of two types: plus I effect and minus I effect. Now we'll learn something more, that is something more we'll learn, and that is mesomeric effect. So when we are seeing all these things, when we are seeing bond polarization, we came to know that bond polarization depends upon relative electronegativity of two atoms. So here the mesomeric effect, inductive effect, the shift of electron, the polarity depends upon electronegativity difference. So here, if the shift is taking place through a sigma bond, that is called inductive effect. And now let us learn about the next effect, that is called mesomeric effect. So the polarity developed between atoms of a conjugate system. First, we must know what is conjugate system. When the double bonds are at alternate position, this is called conjugate system. Easier. 1, 2, 3 carbon. First and third alternate. That is called conjugate system. These are the effects of conjugation. So mesomeric effect. The polarity is now this pi bond, one bond, sigma bond and pi bond. So the sigma bond of a double bond remains as it is. The pi bond of a double bond breaks and shift of electrons takes place. This effect is known as mesomeric effect. The polarity means separation of charges. The polarity developed between atoms of a conjugated system by an electron transfer or pi bond electron transfer is known as mesomeric effect. So simply, if we want to describe mesomeric effect, we can say that it occurs when pi electrons move from one group to another. Normally, the electron travels from a group with low electronegativity to a group with high electronegativity. So the shift of electron, it is also a permanent shift. Shift of an electron from a pi bond towards an atom with high electronegativity is known as what do we call? That is called mesomeric effect. So let us move types of. So as inductive effect was of two types we have seen, plus I effect and minus I effect. If you recall, the inductive effect produced by electron withdrawing group was minus I effect, because that group was becoming minus, and the inductive effect caused by electron releasing group is called plus I effect. Here also mesomeric effect is of two types, plus M effect and minus M effect. It is opposite. When electrons or the pi electrons are transferred from a particular group towards a conjugate system, this is called plus M effect. When electrons or pi electrons are transferred from a particular group, one atom, here you see ammonia, NH2, here in NH2 has an electron pair, it is transferred from one atom to another, that is conjugate system. First of all, mesomeric effect, what is the condition? We should have a conjugate system, alternate pi bond system. Now electrons are transferred from NH2 to this. Now the effect is plus M effect, because it is becoming positive, and H2 is becoming positive as it is giving out electron. This is called plus M effect. When electrons are transferred from a pi bond from a group towards a conjugate system, this is called plus M effect. Similarly, the plus M effect, the group should have either a lone pair of electron or should have a negative charge. When can a group produce plus M effect? Means when the group should have at least a pi bond, pi electron or a negative charge. Plus M effect gives a negative charge to the conjugate system. Remember, plus M effect gives a negative because that group is giving electron. So when the conjugate system takes electron, it becomes negative. Or it can be said that the electron density increases on the conjugate system due to this. These conjugate systems show more reactivity. So what is the effect of this plus M effect? When they give electron, the conjugate group becomes more reactive towards electrophile because it has got negative properties, negative density. So it will be more reactive towards electrophile and less reactive towards nucleophile. So what are the groups which show plus M effect? NH, NH2, NHR, all these groups, they should contain either a pair of electron or a negative charge. Then they produce plus M effect. So if I recall mesomeric effect, the permanent shift of electron in a conjugate system from an atom having more electronegativity to an atom with less electronegativity. This is of two types, plus M and minus M effect. First, we are understanding plus M effect. In this effect, the group which is attached to the conjugate system should have a pair of electron or an electron, pi electron, negative charge. So that electron are transferred to a conjugate system. As a result, what happens? This group becomes positive and conjugate system becomes negative. And when conjugate system becomes negative, what happens? It becomes more reactive towards electrophile and less reactive towards nucleophiles. Next, here this is the condition I have repeated. For the plus M effect, the group should have either a lone pair of electron or should have a negative charge. So the plus M effect gives negative charge to the conjugate system. Hence, they become more reactive towards electrophile, and these are the groups which are producing plus M effect. Minus M effect, when the pi bond electrons are transferred, reverse of plus M, electrons are transferred from a conjugate system to the group. Electron density of the conjugate system is decreased. Then this phenomenon is known as minus M effect. For minus M effect, the group should have either a positive charge or a vacant orbital. Reverse of that. In minus plus M effect, we have seen the group should have a pair of electron or a negative charge. Here, the group should have a positive charge or should have a vacant orbital. This minus M effect makes the compound reverse, more reactive towards nucleophile because it is positive and less reactive towards electrophiles. Next, these are the groups NO2 which have a positive charge. That is electron releasing groups. Electron withdrawing groups produce minus M effect. Electron withdrawing groups produce minus M effect. And electron releasing groups produce plus M effect. Significance. Here some effects are observed. It describes the distribution of the distribution. It describes the distribution. It describes the distribution of the charge in the compound. We'll just adjust. It describes the distribution of charge in the compound. Helps to decide the point at which electrophiles and nucleophiles attack. Here, because of the charge transfer or the charge occupation of the atom in the conjugate system, this shows you have seen Markovnikov's rule. Negative part goes to that carbon with less number of hydrogen like this. The effects are described by mesomer effect. And useful in describing physical characteristics such as dipole moment. When two poles are formed, there is dipole moment and bond length increases or decreases. Let us see. Resonance. What is resonance? To understand mesomeric effect or conjugate effect perfectly, we should know resonance. Resonance means movement. You see, simply first we'll go with example, then the definition. Carbon dioxide, CO2, it has this structure. This is a non-polar structure. But if you see the polar structure, if the conjugate says the pi bond breaks, what happens? Oxygen gets negative charge, carbon gets positive charge. Or if this bond breaks, oxygen gets positive charge, this carbon is getting negative charge. So here, these different structures of carbon dioxide, same arrangement of atoms, but the charge is different. Hence, this is called, if two or more than two structures can be drawn for a molecule or ion that have the same arrangement of atoms but different in distribution of charge, this effect can be termed as resonance effect. You have seen benzene, because of the pi bond, there are three bonds in pi bonds in benzene, and due to the rotation or displacement of these pi bonds, we get different structures. That is called resonance structures. The different structures are called contributing or resonating structures. It only bonds are shifting, you see. The atoms are remaining at the same point. Resonance takes place due to migration of charge or electron migration from one part of the compound to the other part. During this charge transfer, electron energy is released from the conjugating system. That is called resonating energy. If resonating energy is less or high, that will decide the stability of the compound. Stability of the compound will be decided by the energy. The resultant formation of different structures, these structures are known as resonating structures. If we go further, points to remember. The resonance structures are the hypothetical structures. Actually, we are considering it is hypothetical structure of the compound. The resonance structures are hypothetical. The actual structure lies in between these two structures. It is not three. Suppose if I am showing three structures for carbon dioxide or three structures of benzene, that's not actually. You see here three bonds to the benzene, three bonds to the benzene on the different side. But when we draw benzene, we draw in circle because actual structure is not one, not two. It is in between that, so we do that. The atomic energy is, these are some points to remember for. In resonance effect, only electrons are delocalized, not the atoms, remember. The number of lone pair of electron or number of unpaired in all resonant structures must be equal. Three bonds. In benzene we have three pi bonds. In other structure also we have three pi bonds. Resonance is a permanent effect. Applications of inductive effect and mesomeric effect. We know there is some difference here. We know that if more electron withdrawing groups are attached, the acidity of carboxylic acid was increasing because of minus I effect. Similarly, acidity and basic strength are proportional to inductive effect and mesomeric effect. How? Acidic and basic strength. Acidic strength is directly proportional to minus I effect. If minus I effect is more, acidity is more. Yesterday we have seen in the last class, if more electron releasing groups are attached, dry groups are attached, acidity was increasing. Trichloroacetic acid is more. Similarly, here acidic strength is directly proportional to minus M effect and minus I effect. Similarly, like this, basic strength reverse order. This is another term, that is hyperconjugation. And what is hyperconjugation, we will learn. Hyperconjugation is the stabilizing interaction that results from interaction of the electron in a sigma bond with an adjacent empty or partially filled pi bond. If interaction is taking place between sigma bond and pi bond, that means one bond is breaking. When one bond breaks and a pi bond is formed, or pi bond breaks, sigma bond is formed, this is called hyperconjugation. Remember. So here bonds are transferred in hyperconjugation. Is the stabilizing interaction that results from the interaction of electrons in a sigma bond to a pi bond. In the formalization, separates bonds into sigma and pi types. Hyperconjugation is the interaction of sigma bond with the filled p orbital. So hyperconjugation is a permanent effect in which localization of sigma bond or CH bond of an alkyl group directly attached to an atom of an unsaturated atom or to an atom which unshared pair takes place. It induces polarity. That means polarity is, we know that the inductive effect dies after 4. So polarity continues here. As a result, bond length decreases. The compound becomes less reactive. So we shall have some difference between inductive effect and mesomeric effect. So we must recall what is inductive effect and mesomeric effect. The kind of electron distribution in unsaturated compound conjugated with electron releasing or withdrawing groups or atoms is called mesomeric effect. Whereas inductive effect is shift of electron. You write the definition first when you are asked what is the difference between inductive effect and mesomeric effect. Inductive effect takes place in compounds having sigma bond. That means the shift of electron from a sigma bond is inductive effect. The shift of electron from a pi bond is known as mesomeric effect. Next, all these mesomeric effect resonance results for conjugation. What is conjugation? It is called delocalization, an effect in which molecular orbitals are conjugated to new molecular orbital. That means the electrons can move freely in these two extended orbitals. That is called conjugation. So in today's class, we have completed this first topic of organic chemistry, that is bond polarization. I'll repeat once again. Bond polarization means the shift of a bonded pair of electron towards more electronegative group is called bond polarization. Bond polarization is mainly a permanent effect, permanent shift. But in some cases, the shift is temporary also. But here we are talking about when bond polarization, when we talk about permanent shift of electron. Now, electron is permanently shifted. In a sigma bond, it is inductive effect. In a pi bond, it is mesomeric effect. That is the difference made. If electrons of a pi bond shifts towards more electronegative element, it is mesomeric effect. If the electron pair shifts in a sigma bond towards more electronegative atom, that is called a inductive effect. Similar to inductive effect, mesomeric effect is of also two types, plus M effect, minus M effect. If the group becomes positive and the conjugated system becomes negative, it is called plus M effect. Likewise, if the group becomes positive and the conjugate system becomes negative, it is called minus M effect. So for plus M effect, the group should have a pair of electron or a negative charge. For minus M effect, the group should have a positive charge or it should have a vacant orbital. So electron withdrawing groups produce plus M effect and electron minus M effect, and the electron releasing groups produce that effect. So in mesomeric effect, it decides the physical characteristics and all this. So what is conjugate resonance? When we can assign two or more structures to a compound without the disturbance in the position of atoms, only bonds will be delocalized. Such structures are called resonating structures, and this phenomena is known as resonance. If a compound has more resonating structure, we can say that is more stable. So resonance takes place due to shift of pi electrons, and here some points to remember. Go through this, and we'll go for alicyclic compounds in the next class, and we'll see how can we go further for the next topic, that is alkanes, alkenes and alkynes. It is useful for the Sem 1 of degree course of all universities in India. Thank you for watching this. So let us go through this. Now, if it comes to an end of the first topic, and we move in the next class or next session to another topic. Thank you till then.